Hello everybody! Welcome to this core yoga Vinyasa flow. How's everybody this evening? I'll let everybody take a couple of minutes to settle down so we can start our practice. Hello, welcome. Everybody take a couple of minutes. That's great. Good, Corinne. I'm really happy to hear that. Okay, everybody, let's come to our mats. We're going to start by going into a child's pose, straight out. Find a child's pose here and start to breathe. Long, deep inhales and exhales. Deep inhale and exhale. Soften the jaw. And let's press the palms into the mat, lift the heart. Only lift slowly and exhale, melt down. Bring the elbows to the mat as you press one hand over the other. And set an intention of burning something you don't need in this practice. Lift the hands forward, lift up, look into your palms and slide the palms underneath the shoulders into a tabletop position. And let's just wiggle our hips from side to side. Relax your head. And gently point the fingers of the hands to the sides as you shift the weight from side to side. And turn the hands in, one hand only, relax the head. And change sides. And come back to tabletop position. Let's go ahead from tabletop position and tuck in the toes as we stretch the bottoms of our feet. Relax the head and inhale, come back into tabletop. Lift the heart. Drop the low back. Exhale, come down, hips to heels, relax the head. Inhale, come up. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, flow down. Inhale, come up and come into a plank. Let's hold this plank for 3 strong breaths, tucking in the core muscle. Hold for 1, 2, 3. Bend the knees and find downward facing dog. And from downward facing dog, come back into your plank. Hold for 1, 2, 3. Downward facing dog. Come again into plank. Hold for 1, 2, 3. Downward facing dog. Pedal the feet, relax the head. Take a couple breaths in that downward facing dog. You want to feel that you are pushing the heels down, lifting through the hips. And again, come back into a plank. From this plank, we're going to go and bring the forearms to the floor. Interlace the fingers and move forward and back in space. Tucking in the core muscles and relaxing the head, walking the feet forward. And we're just going to bend the knees and lift through the scapula. Relax the head there. And come back down, child's pose. Let it go through the exhale. Find yourself back into a tabletop position. Open up to the sides, bringing the foot down. Inhale, lift up through the hand. Press the right hand into the mat. Stretch overhead with the left hand. Nice, deep, long stretch. And come back into a plank. Downward facing dog. Pedal your feet. Let's bring all the weight into the left hand. Step the feet out to the sides. Tap the right foot over. Open up into a side plank modification. Reach out with the right hand. Stretch the heart. And exhale, downward facing dog. From here, we're going to bring the right foot outside the right hand. Drop the left knee down. Open the heart here into a lizard pose. Gentle stretch. And relax the head forward. Tuck the toes in and lift the knee off the floor. Reach out the right hand up. Strong leg here. Core strong. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Bring the hand inside the foot. Step back into a plank. Downward facing dog. Bring the left foot outside the left hand. Drop the right knee down. Come into lizard pose again. Hold, breathe. Lift up through the left hand, inhale. Tuck in the toe, lift up here. Keep the left knee over the left heel at all times. Strong leg. And exhale, come back. We're going to bring the foot back into a plank and we're going to tap each foot outside the arm. 1, 2, 3. Strong core here. Don't lose the action on the arms. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Downward facing dog. Relax the head, stretch the hamstrings, press into the hands. Let go with an exhale through the mouth. Let's lift the right leg up and back. Bend the knee. Open up the hip. Hold there and bring the right knee into the left elbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Hover the knee, move from elbow to elbow like a pendulum, and child's pose. Exhale down, elbows on the mat, and bring one hand over the other in the upper back. Stretch the triceps again. Breathe. Bring the hands back. Downward facing dog. Pedal your feet, lift with the inhale, the left leg up and back, open one hip over the other. And exhale, bring the knee into the left elbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Hover the knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Step into a plank. Lower down. Child's pose for 1 breath. Cup the hands underneath the shoulders and inhale, lift. Reach the hands up. And interlace the hands behind you. Strong chest projecting forward in space. Let that go and hug the right elbow over the left. Palms together, pull the elbows away from each other. And change. Hands out to the sides, left elbow over right. Let that go, release the hands. And from here, we're going to go straight into a forearm plank. We're going to hold this forearm plank for quite a while. Just please breathe through the discomfort. As in life, we learn in yoga that we can breathe through those difficult moments without expectations, without trying to think about the future or the past, just holding on to the present. So find the forearm plank, straight the feet back, and hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, straighten up. Begin to walk the feet forward into dolphin pose. Relaxing the head there. And back into a child's pose. Release with an exhale. Inhale, exhale. Find your way back into that plank pose. And this time we're going to dip the hips from side to side. Hold it here and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, plank, downward facing dog. Look forward in between the two hands, bend the knees, jump through to sitting. Once seated, come into reclined pose. Bring the knees towards the chest, hug them in, and move from side to side. We're going to lift the legs up, 90-degree angle on the legs. Going to lift the arms up overhead. Keep the feet flexed. We're going to rise up, bringing the hands on each side of the knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. We're going to tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and bring the knees to the chest. Move from side to side. Bring the soles of the feet together as you wrap your fingers outside the outer edges of the feet. Open the knees out. Stay there. And from here, roll your way back into seated with a couple of breaths, using this rocking motion to massage the low back. Come to seated. Once seated, bring the knees close and come into a boat pose, lifting the heart here. Hold it for a couple of breaths. And go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hold, hold, Hold and lay down completely. Press the soles of the feet into the mat. Make sure that you catch your breath. Good job, everyone. Down here, you're going to bring the feet hip width distance, roll the shoulders in, press the palms into the mat. And with the next inhale, you're going to lift your hips off the floor. Deep inhale, rise. And hold. Stretching the core area, protecting the low back by gently activating the glutes. And bring the hips back down. We're going to stretch the left leg forward and bring the right knee close. And from here, walk the hands. Make sure you're pressing into the left leg as you hold. Strong core. Drop and lift the hands overhead. Bring the arms out to the sides and let the right knee fall towards the left. The gentle twist. Gaze over to the right hand and come back to center. Change sides. Left knee closed, right leg forward. And lift up, bringing the forehead into the knee. Hold that there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Come back down, open the arms out to the side and let the left knee go over to the right. Look over to the left. And come back to center, bring the bottoms of the feet together and once again wrap the feet out from the outside, open the knees out, pressing the low back into the mat and stay there. Breathing. Take the outer edges of the feet, bend the knees and bring them into the armpits. Stay there. And alternate stretching one leg at a time. One right leg stretched, left knee bent, touching the floor, stay there. Come back. Right knee into the armpit, left leg opens up. Come back, change sides. Come back, change sides. And come back, take the feet together and bring the heels close to you again. And let go, bringing the feet back to the mat. Stretching the arms out to the sides. And we're going to press the feet into the outer edges of the mat. As you roll the low back in, bring the knees together and hold. And finally lay down, stretching the legs forward in space. Bringing the hands into the core area. Breathe into the hands. Think about your breath moving into the core space, releasing any kind of toxicity from the body. Whenever you're ready, begin to bring the knees to the chest. And roll over to the right side or left. And come to seated with one heel in front of the other. Palms together to the chest. We're going to close our practice. Inhale. Om. Namaste. Thank you everybody for joining this class this evening. Milo and I are very thankful that you joined. I hope you have a wonderful night. Gracias.